Okay guys, so technically the new radiator's on. All we got to do is top it up now. We had a bit of a issue with the top pipe because the placement was different to the other one. The other one comes out straighter. Well, it's a slight angle, but the new one's more of an angle. Now, what we do is we top this up until it overspills. Then we run the engine and we basically let it burp itself. So we're going to top this up. Joe's going to top this up until it stops moving. We're going to leave the lid off. Then we're going to run it for 5, 10, 15 minutes. Every time it burps itself down, we're going to retop it up. Simple as that. And then you should have a bike that's good and ready to go. Joe, it was hitting the red before, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it absolutely shouldn't now. We should sit this bike for 15 minutes. It should not hit the red. So, we'll get Joe to top it up. By the way, Joe was talking earlier and he was saying the same thing I was saying earlier, that the community around biking, channels like this and people like us, it's such a lovely thing to have. It's lovely to have, especially in London, you're right. You know, I'm not against mechanics and shops, they have to make a living. But I love the fact that we can all kind of hit each other up and get help from someone. If you need a little bit of paintwork done, I'm sure that would help you out if you're not taking the mick. And if you need a bit of engine work done, anyone out there. There's so many of us all over the country and some of us in other countries. So get on the Facebook page, guys, because we've got a nice community there. Keep watching the videos, keep throwing the thumbs up, you know, make sure you're subscribing, and we can keep doing things like this. I don't charge people a penny. I fit an alarm earlier, I didn't charge the guy a penny, because it's just the way we do things here. We make a bit of profit from the other bikes and we put it back into the community. Right, let's get this topped up and then we'll check the temperature gauge and we'll see how that goes. I don't expect it to go over temperature at all. So it looks like it's full. Joe asked if we should run the engine when tipping up. No, what you do is you fill it up like this first. And then what you just did is actually right. You basically stand the... Ooh, this grip's loose, buddy. You stand your bike up and what will happen is it will bubble down. You see it bubble. In fact, it's bubbling now. And what it's doing is it's circulating the system a bit there without the engine. But ultimately, in the end, we will switch the engine on because the pump will circulate it around much quicker. So there you go, we're looking alright. So that tipped a bit. Yes, we'll definitely, it's still kind of bubbling away, it's still dripping. Now we'll switch the engine on. We'll keep an eye on it and in a couple of minutes we'll top it back up until we think it's good. What you really need to do is find the expansion bottle as well, guys, and top that up. Do you know where that is, Joe?
No.
Yeah, it'll be under there. So I think it'll be under the seat. So we'll pop that off and top that up as well. So we're going to run the engine for a few minutes, let it bubble down, top it up, keep doing that until it's right at the top, and then we'll check the actual temperature, make sure it's not going above what it should be. I think this bike will be good to go. Okay guys, while we're heating up the Hornet, pulled Sultan's project out. Now, the only issue we had was the rear brake light switch. Me and John did a lot of work to it, but it needed that switch. I've got that at home now. So I'm going to throw that on. That won't take 2 minutes. And actually it needs a set of rear indicators because I stole them and put them on a different bike. Shame on me. It might have even been a Lex Moto. So set of rear indicators, brake light switch, I'm going to put that on now. That one worked a little bit but not properly, so the new one will work properly. So I'll then put a bit of a coat of paint on the plastics down here. I need to clean up some of the residues from stickers up here. That will be fine. A bit of brake cleaner will do that. The black came out quite nice actually in the end. And someone will have a nice little kind of very basic learner bike at some point here, guys. I don't like that actually. Look, I think the rain's got in there. I might need to take all that off and clean it and get some hammerite on there or something that will last a bit longer. But I'm going to grab the brake light switch for now. It needs some fuel, it's out of fuel, and but we know it was a good runner rider, and we've done a lot of tweaking. We did all the brakes, etc. Okay guys, so the fan kicked in and it lowered its temperature, so this is absolutely fine. Next step for us is to make sure it's completely cooled down, and then we'll check that the radiator is topped up. We've done the expansion bottle, that's absolutely fine. This bike's ready to go. What are you saying? You want to check? Well, we'll have a quick check of the oil, just the level. What else are you saying?
Just
a quick look over. Rear brake pads are good. Plenty life. We know your rear brake light isn't working. Front brake pads are low. Front brake pads are low. On the left at least. Or on the right even. Yeah, front brake pads are all round. You need front brake pads all round. Your shocks are good, they're not leaking. The engine sounds fine. Yeah, what are your concerns? What's your concerns? Now that it's cooling, what's your concerns?
I just wondered, like, your opinion on if there was anything I should keep an eye on.
What I'll do is, when it's cooled and we've checked the coolant again, I'll take it for a quick run, and I'll just see if anything pops out. But give it a good 10 minutes to cool down before taking the cap off. Alright guys, I'm going to take the Hornet for a quick spin just to kind of gauge how it feels, but it seems okay. But I'll chuck my helmet on, I'll put the GoPro on, we'll give it a quick shot. Alright guys, wrapping up for today. Rear brake light sorted on that. That's fine, ready for sale. My new clean corner, John's chucked the bike in. And lots of parts gone now over there, which is great news. I can't stand all the crap kicking about, also from the garage. So yeah, honestly a really good productive day overall. But it's time. That can go in there actually, John. It can go in at the back next to yours. Yeah, I feel much better kind of clearing out a little. Great job. Nice to see Rabjab back as well. And Sold Centre today, and John. It's been a busy day.
Oh,